So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So things are underway. Knocks it into space.
Might want to be careful there.
Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's there to make the challenge. And he's managed to get free. And he's decided to go for it. Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Oh, well measured. Bellingham, he's got away, hangs in across, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to gift it back. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands. Mbappe! Good effort first time.
Mbappe really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
That's a good ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. A real opportunity here from a... Hazard! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played into space. Tries to pass it through. And he's lost it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Good played through for the wide man. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread out to the left. Mbappe, here's a chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That has been cut short. Nicely shaped ball, pass somewhat off target. And it's gone back to the keeper. That is good alertness. Looking to play him in. He's a sharp little ball here. Chris! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Galatasaray really could have done without this. So this to break the deadlock. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
The goal scorer after 33 minutes is number 24, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Trabzonspor have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a pop! He lifts the roof! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Galatasaray are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And that has put paid to that. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Bale. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Asa! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the ball's come loose here, delivered in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nedved looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Spread it left. Hazard has it out wide and in space. And a header! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Galatasaray were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
We're down, but
so that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. but they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Look at Hazard! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
This their second corner of the game. That's really well cleared. He'll try from distance. It's off target and by quite a way.
Galatasaray are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something...
Can he finish? And no mistake. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Trabzonspor really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That looks a good ball through. And Messi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Seedorf! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Seedorf really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. And the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That has not gone well. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Cristiano Ronaldo. Almost an hour gone. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He is through here. Opts to play it back. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is well cleared.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away. And a chance! Again, a brilliant save. Galatasaray have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. Tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. And he shoots! Gullit finds himself offside. And it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aimed at the far side. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
Trabzonspor clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And Messi! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Messi really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 7.
So we have movement on both
Bellingham.
benches.
Number 23, Hazard. Number 20, Bale. Number 26,
Galatasaray are
Messi.
running out of time and out of
Number
options.
18,
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say
Number
never,
4,
though.
Goes for a shot!
Coming on the field.
Oh, it's come loose.
Number 14,
But he's left disappointed.
Number 15, Schneider. Number 10, Batistuta. Number 9, Johan
Yeah, and the
Cruyff.
jostling for position
Number
has
8,
begun. There's
Gerrard.
hardly any breathing
Number
space in that
21,
box.
Rui Costa.
Substitutions taking place.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's a sharp pass. Oh, super find. He's having a shot! Goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And he's straight offside. Batistuta. 5 minutes to add. Now that's well seen too. Schneider. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Scores are level after 90 minutes.
So
There
here
will
we
now
go
be
then,
30
extra
minutes of
time
extra
is
time.
coming up.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 6, Yapstel. Coming on the field
Into
is
extra time we go.
number 11, Puyol.
Galatasaray
Substitution.
displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Cannavaro, and it's Gerrard. Good ball over the top. Bale is flagged offside. He came in hard, very hard. Rui Costa, this is promising. No, it's come to nothing. Rooney might just make this. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Of Batistuta! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Dani Olmo, Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Gerrard. And here's Rui Costa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely spread. Bergomi cuts it out. It's run loose here. Now it's Schneider. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, they could break here. He's through here. He's in a great position here. Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the...
So just 15 minutes still to
Hello
come.
everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like
So
to
both
ask you all
parties have
to
given
kindly stay
everything
seated
to this
during the
point in
match.
extra time.
Thank you for your
15
cooperation.
minutes remain, and they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Now it's Batistuta. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar wants to run onto this. Rooney, it's Rooney! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Rooney fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, that one's going nowhere. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Rui Costa! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Takes a shot! Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Rui Costa. Looking for a runner. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Goes long and straight. And he cuts out the supply. Gattuso.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He has found a way through. Impressive jump. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that will be the final act. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
Batistuta.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Watch the screen for an information
Thoughts on what we've just
from the
seen?
regional
Well,
police
that
department.
really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. Well, we're on the way. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Del Piero with the cross. Cruyff kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Galatasaray have reclaimed it. Now it's Bale. And this is Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nicely weighted ball. And he thumps it clear. Knocks it into space. And this is Cruyff. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. And it's Gerrard. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That wasn't the greatest of balls. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Del Piero.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's having a go! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here, and he welcomes it in. No goals as yet. Quality ball. Not the most accurate pass. He's having a hit! Oh, off the bar! Defending of the desperate variety. That's been cut out, well played.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Vieira can see things, others simply cannot. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff, he is through here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down.
He's gone for goal! Pullet getting this one clear. Tries one from range! Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now that's well seen too. Desai calmly anticipates. Leicester cuts it out. Gattuso, that has not gone well. Gattuso is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Bale. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
1 minute added time.
Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
That was the first half.
What do you think we're up
Let's
to
hope
after
the boys can
45
turn it up
minutes?
for the second.
Galatasaray really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Gets us going once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And that pass isn't the best. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Quality ball. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. Cannavaro. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Here comes the cross. Nesta lays it forward. Cruyff, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries a deft little ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
79.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Spread it left. Stam. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Gullit does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe! And that's really well manoeuvred. Played into space. Bale. Throw in. Vieira wins the duel this time. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Bale. Bale's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. The muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Cruyff. And he welcomes it in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi! Well taken goal. And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Galatasaray have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, sweet feet. Delivered across.
Well played and well cleared.
Nicked it back promptly. The final 5 minutes.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Vieira makes the interception. Messi. Seedorf. And here's Del Piero.
There they go, hunting again.
There will be 1 minute
I have to
at
say,
a
that
time.
was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those
This
with
is
a
a
vested
hard one to
interest.
take, but we'll be back stronger.
Any reflections on
Won't
what you've
we?
seen, Jim?
This was simply a very indecisive outing for me. They were
Fenerbahce going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Bale! It's a throw-in. Quality ball. Rooney is onto it in a flash. Can he get it through? Calisiyorum deals with that comfortably.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundation.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Played into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Hullet. And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now, can they get him away? He's looking wide. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. Gattuso cannot be beaten that easily. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hullet might just make this. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. Rooney. And it's Vieira. And this is Rooney. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Haaland. Tries to pass it through. Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like...
He's gone for goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Hullet. Now the cross. Caught offside that time. Nicely weighted ball. Baresi makes the interception. Cruyff. Seedorf. Pepe. Pass is just off target. Bale. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fenerbahce have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And this is Bale. Oh, he's bustling. It's Bale! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Fenerbahce find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Haaland, is having a shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is one...
And a chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed.
Rooney! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team knows...
Towering header! Corner number 2 then. Now it's Seedorf. Trabzonspor with another chance from a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter.
3 minutes added time.
He has found the way through, and this is Bale. And they win it back again. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira attempts a clearance. Thuram. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
That's the first
Fenerbahce really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Fenerbahce have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. We're on the move again. Messi tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Crunching tackle. Kajolu. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Bale! No, that's just wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pull it. That has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. Seedorf. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. So much time and space here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Bullet! And it's Seedorf. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, facing up to Messi! And here's Mbappe. Good chance here! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's gone direct here. Oh, that's well spotted. Pull it. Knocks it into space. And he's worked it through. And Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ah, he's given it away. And this is Bale. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
And that is a routine catch.
Bale has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Now it's Hullet. Mbappe! And he's found a way past. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Now there's a... Can he finish? He's put it wide.
Seedorf really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Bale. Ball's gone out of play. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Pepe. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Gattuso.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bale gets flagged offside. Now it's Bale. Cruyff looking for the run. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Half an hour gone in the second half. Thuram cuts out the pass. He is through here. Cruyff flings it across. Cleared away. And it's lofted through here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Thuram charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
He's having a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Good take, and is he in? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Oh, what has happened here? Always goal side. No foul, says the referee. Seedorf. And Seedorf! Oh, denied at the last. Corner number 4 coming up here. Gullit with the short one. Mbappe! And that's wide. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Out of play for a throw. And this is Gullit. He's got away. Thuram. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.